reflect on attending a free women's self-defense course run by Wing Tsun London in memory of Sarah Everard, and what it feels like to train in Wing Tsun, a martial art designed by a woman for women.
Wing Tsun is a self-defense system which is established more than 300 years back in China. And there was a dynasty change. So the Wing Tsun itself is originated from the Shaolin Temple. And one of the 5 establishing masters was a lady who you can see on this picture, Yim Wing. As the legendary says, she was the hidden daughter of the Kaiser who just been pushed off the throne. Her student was Yim Wing Tsun, a very beautiful lady who was studying from her for more than 2 years. And the name Wing Tsun itself is coming from her name, which is mean beautiful spring, or if you say Wing Tsun Kun, the fist of beautiful spring. Wing Tsun London established more than 11 years now. With one of my beloved students, we had this idea that we would like to teach Wing Tsun all around London. I'm practicing more than 26 years, so luckily I have a really good connection with Grandmaster Norbert Madai, who is now visiting us in London the 3rd time in March. And we started the schools 11 years ago in Victoria, and then they started growing. So every year we added one school, so we just opened the 11th in Hammersmith. I would say everyone is welcome to join to the classes. Doesn't matter age, doesn't matter gender, doesn't matter ethnicity. Everyone is welcome. The youngest student at the moment is 10 years old. The oldest is 82 years old lady, and she's practicing 4 times a week. So like ages doesn't really matter. I think everyone looking for or reaching out for Wing Tsun in a different reason. Someone would like to protect themselves and they loved ones. Someone just would like to find a community or a family, and that's why they're joining to us. Someone just would like to socializing and hang out in a good community. So if you're looking for these ones, you definitely are at a good place. We have, as I mentioned, 11 schools with really highly trained masters and instructors who can teach you really well. I would say probably 40% of the students are ladies, and this year is actually, I think, is even a growing number. So like, I think from January we have more ladies sign up to the schools than men's. It's really important because we always try to reach out to the ladies. Nowadays, especially in London, is a tough word. So like knowing some self-defense skills, that's always important. Every month we try to reach out and hold a free self-defense class within the schools. So that's how.
The reality is that women are more likely to be attacked on the streets, especially in a big, vast, unpredictable city like London. However, ironically, statistically speaking, women are less likely to attend self-defense schools than men are. And that's why we host events like today, where we have a big women's self-defense class on, in order to bring women in and show them exactly the merits of this martial art and self-defense in general. Wing Tsun is especially effective for women because it's about deflection and it's about deflecting power. It's not about fighting force with force, but Wing Tsun is very special in the sense that it uses physics, among other things, to actually go against that assumption and enable women to defend themselves effectively.
Yeah, what's changed for me since I started Wing Tsun, I suppose, is more the fact that I feel that if I was ever in a situation where I would need to use my kind of skills that I've learned, that I'll be able to do it quickly and effectively.
So we first came to Wing Tsun as a mother and daughter just to spend a bit more quality time together and obviously to be fitter. Yeah. And for me as a mum, it was about making sure that my daughter, if she ever needed to protect herself, had those skills when she didn't have a parent around to support her. So since I've started to come to Wing Tsun, I think fitness has definitely been something that's improved. Concentration and mindset has definitely improved for me. And actually genuinely spending more quality time with my daughter. What do you think?
I also think that I feel more confident walking home on my own and being outside on my own. So yeah.
So there is 2 levels to today's event. On the first level, we are commemorating the tragic murder of Sarah Everard. And on the second level, we are welcoming ladies from all over London to teach them self-defense and give them a better chance to come out from a potentially dangerous situation. Because Wing Tsun was designed by women, all of the techniques are targeting one's weak points, and we are consciously learning how to generate the most amount of force in a very short space and a very short time. So body weight, body strength, all gets trained up in a very special way to cause the most damage to one. It's important that women's self-defense training is not only women only, because in the real world you are more likely to get attacked by a man. So our man students were here and were helping all the ladies to get a little bit of more realistic feel for the attacks. So I think this is a very, very important aspect. Yeah, so it's a very individual martial art, so depends on your talent and how much work you put into it. But the best example, maybe I can say that after 3 training sessions, a student of mine was attacked abroad and she could easily defeat her opponent. Of course, it was a very horrible situation and very tough for her to work this out after the attack. But during the attack, she stood up strong and she used Wing Tsun to the maximum efficiency defeat her attacker.